Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I will be showing you guys how I slayed this middle part bob sewing hairstyle. Stick around through the video to see more. This is what my hair is looking like right now. I decided to go with a middle part, and here I'm just going to section out the hair that I'm going to be leaving out for my sewing. Also going to be separating my edges and leaving that out, and I'm going to plait them down in a bit as well as the leave out. The way how I cornrow my hair when I do my sewings, I literally just pat my hair straight down and then just cornrow it going straight down. Throughout the video you'll see how I do that, and I just take the ends of the braid and connect them to the next one. You'll understand more as you go through the video. The reason why I do it like this is because cornrowing cornrowing around the leave out, when it comes to sewing your weave around it, it does be bulky, and I like a flat look, so that's why I go straight down, and I just find it's much more easier for me since I do plait my hair by myself and I don't have no one to help me. So yeah. Right here you're gonna see me taking the leave out from the first braid and connecting it to the second one and just plaiting it going down. Hope the video explain you better than me trying to explain you, because I ain't so good with voiceovers, but yeah. If you see me moving a lot, it's because I'm using the mirror in the back of me to help me cornrow my hair, but this step is really repetitive. So what I'm going to do is repeat the steps until I reach the center of the back of my head, and then I am going to do the same, well, the opposite side until I reach the center of my head. Then I'm going to connect the two plaits to the last cornrow that I'm going to do. Either you can take the last plait and sew it, or you can crochet it in between, or just leave it out. After that, I am going to oil my scalp because my scalp is really dry. When it comes to the back of my head, I always double the weave, and when I start sewing, I always tie a knot and then start to sew so that the weave doesn't move or you don't have any lifting, because I do keep my weave in for like 2 weeks and then take it out, wash my hair, and then do a fresh install. So here I'm just showing you that I'm just passing the needle through and then passing the needle through the... So I'm going to continue stitching my weave until I reach to the other side of my head, And then when I do reach to the other side and I decide that I want to stop, I tie a knot or create this knot without cutting the weave. It's kind of hard to explain. And then when I do so, I flip the weave to the other side and then just continue sewing. You'll see in the video. That way it allows me to not cut my thread, and 2 to not cut the weave, because I don't really cut the weave until I reach to the top where I do do one layer instead of doubling it. So when I do reach to the top, I don't double the weave anymore. So I'm going to be repeating this step until there's no more weave. This is one bundle of a 12-inch, I think. Yeah, 12-inch straight weave. So I'm just going to be doubling it crisscross until I reach to the top. The space that I leave in between the weave, I use my finger to help me as a guide to know how much space to leave between the weave. And also how I sew the back of my head is by touching. That's the way how I really get to sew in the back of my head, because as you guys can see, I don't have anything in the, I can't see in the back of my head. So here I'm just showing you guys the front. Right now I'm just finishing off the weave. I'm still doubling. Here I'm still doubling the weave. As you can see, I'm almost done sewing it. So why my face so serious though? But this is my last row, so after this I will be cutting the weave that remain, and then for the rest of my head I'm going to be sewing it but without doubling it. So I will be opening up the weave and stitching it down really flat until I reach to the top close to my leave out. How I knot the hair before I cut the weave is that when I pass the needle through, then I take a piece of the thread and I wrap it around the needle 2 times, and then I pull really tightly and then cut the thread. That's how you create the knot. And then after, when I cut it, I do go ahead and tie it twice. I don't know why I just do that. And then cut the thread, as you can see in the video as I'm doing here. I'm measuring the weave so I can know where to cut it, because here I'm going to be stitching it straight down. So as you can see, I stitched it down. I lost the clip, so I don't know where that went. And then as you can see, it still has a little more space, but there you can't really sew because there isn't really any cornrow to work with. So what I do is I measure again, and then I'm going to stick it. So as you can see, I'm sticking it right on top, or you can stick it right on the pad. So when it's time to like take it out, it's going to come out way easier and you wouldn't be pulling out all your hair. I'm going to hold it in for for a second. I can't talk. Like, what? Doing voiceovers is just be like, oh my god. Y'all get the point. Okay, here is the fun part now. We are all done. And I am going to just flat iron the weave. I'm going to be putting a little wax between the separations just to give it a shiny look and to keep the fly hairs down. The smaller the section, the better the result. So whenever you're flat ironing like weave, hair, anything, just make sure that you take in small parts at a time. Me, I was getting out of patience because I was sitting down for hours, so I was not doing that. But trust me, on days when I do have time and patience, I do sit there and separate small sections at a time and flat iron it. The look comes out way better, way prettier, and you don't have to be flat ironing your hair every day. It lasts when you do it like that. Just make sure your flat iron is really extra hot. So like it's fake here, my flat iron was hot as hell because yes, the look had to give what it was supposed to give. Look, me can't talk now. So yeah, always on fleek. So here I'm just going to flat iron the other side, and once that is done, I am going to tackle the leave out, the fun part. Whenever doing this, don't forget to use a heat protectant product. So I'm just lifting up the leaf up and I'm just passing my hot comb through so that all the strands of hair can get straightened out, because the root of my hair is a little bit natural, like the natural part was starting to push, so I wanted it to be extra straight. When doing this, be super careful. You see how my face was? That shit was hot. I nearly burned myself, like I can't even tell you how much times. But I like the edges to be straight. And now here I'm just going in with my flat iron, and I am passing it only once because my hair already damaged as it is, so we don't want to damage it even more. So I'm just passing the flat iron once, and that should be enough. And I did put down the temperature to 160, I think. Yeah. I went in again with my hot comb, just making sure everything was flat and straight and to my liking, because I was like, it was looking like it wasn't blending, so I had to go in with the hot comb again. That's why I was putting the wax for it to blend in and be similar. So that's why I was going in with that hot comb until it was giving what it's supposed to give, because I was like, yeah, but I shouldn't have do that because it looked like I was fraying off my edges, but in the end it was worth it. So I just going in with my hot comb, passing it through the hair, just in case the flat iron didn't get it straight enough the way I wanted it. So after combing through the hair, my final step was just cutting the ends. So what I did was just cut it straight. As you can see here, I am super concentrated trying to cut this straight and doing the opposite side exactly alike, but I tried. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. This is the final look. She slayed that. Yes, I did. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you in the next one.